point area. Once again, it's been a little difficult for both the batsmen in trying to penetrate the gaps in the field.
Yeah, but it's been a slightly tentative start, you would say, by the home side.
Sort of reared up, not too short a delivery, but still the steep rise has put the batsman in a little bit of trouble.
It didn't carry through a great deal. Not much pace. I'm just wondering, is this pitch slightly slower than earlier in our visit to Chattogram? Yesterday we saw slightly lower scores. Maybe the pitches are just starting to tire a little bit.
Oh, swung that around, and that's going to be heading away to the boundary. That's a superb strike there to finish over number 2. It's 13 without loss.
ভাইয়া আমার ছোট ভাই আমার চেয়েও বড় ফ্যান একটু কথা বলবেন প্লিজ এই কথা
আপনার অ্যাকাউন্টে এই পর্যন্ত ব্যালেন্স
একটু রিচার্জ করে আসছি
থামেন আপনার বিকাশ অ্যাপ আছে না
আছে তো
বিকাশ অ্যাপ থাকলে জায়গায় বসেই মোবাইল রিচার্জ করা যায় অ্যাপ থেকে মোবাইল রিচার্জ অপশনে গিয়ে নিজের বা অন্য কারো নাম্বার সিলেক্ট করুন এবার অ্যামাউন্ট পিন দিয়ে ট্যাপ করে ধরে রাখুন রিচার্জ হয়ে গেল সিম্পল বিকাশ অ্যাপ একদম সিম্পল
পেপসোডেন্ট নিয়ে এলো কয়লা ও লেবুর শক্তিতে প্রাকৃতিক উপাদানের এক দারুণ কম্বিনেশন যা ফিরিয়ে আনে আপনার ন্যাচারাল সাদা দাঁত কারণ প্রতিটি হাসি অমূল্য
চ্যাম্পিয়ন
Nice bowling. Birch, really good. This is Cameron Delport pulling one away to square leg boundary. Russell dropping short. Cameron Delport in a great position. Into the mid-wicket fence for a much needed boundary, a nerve-settling boundary for Cameron Delport. He'll be keen to impress his coach Simon Helmut. He's been a little bit out of touch, Cameron Delport, with the bat.
Oh, hit it pretty hard, but then again, what happened there? Fell over. Well, he managed to stop that. That's the question. They did.
Yeah. Andrew Birch gone flying there and has followed through. Just lost his footing. It's another good ball. Mohammad Shahzad was on the attack. He could only miss-hit it to mid-wicket for a single, but in the confusion, Andrew Birch ended up on the floor.
There he goes, and suddenly trying to turn around. Oops, that can be dangerous, you know, if you twist your ankle like that. It's all right, thankfully. And there's a change of bats for Mohammad Shahzad in the meantime. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got chipped the bat or something, but it's Cameron Delport on strike now. Nicely behind that. This is a good spell into the second over, only given away 2 runs. Andrew Birch.
Yep, Birch, Port Elizabeth, bowling to Cameron Delport from Natal, KwaZulu-Natal. Have you been there before?
Well, I've been to parts of South Africa. KwaZulu-Natal would be Durban. Yeah, exactly. Been to Durban. Nice beach in Durban.
You've been in swimming with the sharks, have you?
Crazy. It's nice and warm, the water there. Down in Cape Town area, with seas much cooler.
Yep, wide ball down leg side, a little bit of swing, just starting it 2 straight. Durban, Indian Ocean, beautiful. As you mentioned, Cape Town, where the 2 oceans meet. Around Clifton Beach, I think it is, the Indian Ocean meets the Atlantic.
Yeah, that's what they say, and that's what you go down to Cape of Good Hope, right to the edge. But if you look at the map, it's not actually the case. It's somewhere a little away from that point. But they give you the feeling. I think it's a ploy to get the tourist in there.
Another wide. Andrew Birch just starting at 2 straight. Well, I must say I fell for that tourist trap then, because I believed the hook, line and sinker.
Well, Andrew Birch not given too much away. Just the wide deliveries can be a bit of a concern. Couple of wides. Just been informed But the cape where the two oceans meet is called Cape Agulhas. And I didn't know about it. It's our director from down there who's informed us.
Don't give away all your tricks. Don't give it away. Take the credit.
I'll give credit where it's due. Marius, cameraman, was the main source of information on that little tidbit we gave you. Extras, now, that's not something that they're not going to be too happy about. 8 out of the 16 that's been scored so far.
Good start here from Andrew Birch all the same. He's conceded just 4 of his 1.5, and to be fair, 3 of them being wides. So he's done a good job so far. Looking to close out the third over. As you mentioned, 8 extras. Won't be happy with that. The Dhaka coaching staff, especially the bowling coach, they'll pride themselves on conceding as little amount of extras as possible.
Well, so far the Geelong Vikings batters have not really charged the bowling as such. Biding their time. Straight, beautiful shot that is. Straight as an arrow. Now, too hard for anyone to get to it. Finishes the over on a high. 7 from it, 20 without loss.
চালে ঝড় ঝাপটা শিলাবৃষ্টি সবই গেছে, কিন্তু আনোয়ার সিমেন্ট শীটের চাল তো বহাল তবিয়তেই আছে।
তাইলে আমার মায়ের ঘরটাও আনোয়ার সিমেন্ট শীট দিয়ে তুলবো।
আনোয়ার সিমেন্ট শীট। আরে তাড়াতাড়ি আসো।
আমি কি উড়ে উড়ে আসবো?
বললাম হোটেলে গিয়ে বিপিএল এর খেলাটা দেখবো। এখন বসে থাকো এখানে। বিপিএল লাইভ।
রবি মাই স্পোর্টস, যেখানেই থাকুন লাইভ বিপিএল দেখুন শুধুমাত্র রবি মাই স্পোর্টস অ্যাপে। রবিতে সব ডিজিটাল। রবি।
ভাবনা থেকেই ভালো কাজের শুরু। অ্যান্টিঅক্সিডেন্ট ও ফ্লেভোনয়েড সমৃদ্ধ এক অসাধারণ ব্লেন্ডের ফ্রেশ প্রিমিয়াম টি খুলে দেয় ভাবনার দুয়ার।
And they're just playing the Dynamites today. They've got one more against the Sixers to come. Very crucial, these 2 matches. Oh, a little tentative. Oh, just wide. On for 4 fortuitous runs.
Well, a great result. It cramped Mohammad Shahzad for room. He just ran it off the face. It almost looked like it was going to get too close. He watched it all the way onto the bat. Well, a real bit of touch there from Mohammad Shahzad. He'll enjoy that, the Afghan keeper.
So much cramp for space. Somehow, he just managed to back away and put a little bit of bat to that. It flew away pretty close to the fielder. Oh, tennis shot is required. It's too high.
Well, Mohammad Shahzad thinks it should be a wide or a no ball. Umpire says no, you moved around, Shazzy. It's a fair ball. It's 1 for the over, mind you. Have a look at this. Well, it's pretty high. Pretty high. I know Shahzad's small, but it's pretty high.
Come on. I mean, even if you move around, it's just the height factor. Bang he goes. He's been looking for that one for a while now. He's thumped it over extra cover.
Well, that was a really good shot, Mohammad Shahzad. Previous ball was wafting at a high one. This time Russell obliges, pitches up. Shahzad stands still, crunches it over the middle field that's in the ring. And 2 deep fielders are a deep third man and a deep fine leg. Look at this shot. Beautiful strike.
Oh, something says it's going to ease a lot of the pressure that was building up. He was feeling a little uncomfortable with the way he negotiated the previous deliveries, but this one was a juicy one. And he enjoyed hitting that to the boundary. Just stepping on the gas now, the Geelong Vikings. They want to ensure that they don't lose an early wicket.
Yeah, Mohammad Shahzad, he's looked good in patches. He's found a bit of form, but he just hasn't got that big score.
Oh, just almost upending him there. Angled towards his feet.
Well, he got lucky there, Mohammad Shahzad. It's a good Yorker. Kept it out. These are his numbers. Wonderful strike rate, yes. But he'll feel that he has more runs in the tank. 260 runs out of 11 matches. And a great strike rate, but you feel he's probably 60, 70 runs short. Look at this, great Yorker. Nearly rolls back onto the stumps. Hockey just flicks it away with the bat.
There it goes, Yorker length, played it into his boots and it was deflecting away. Recovered. Again, trying that angle and they're coming out with a fantastic shot. Again, he started in a very comfortable position, but needed to move in and then whacked it away.
Yeah, slightly ungainly, Mohamed Shahzad, but he's got a wonderful hand-eye coordination, so it often gets him out of trouble. His balance is just slightly falling over there. Russell again, pitching up. Shahzad, wonderful stroke, lovely high elbow. A couple of bounces away for 4.
Oh, he'll have enjoyed hitting those. Long on. Oh, and a ramp to finish it off. That's gone for the maximum. What a way to get it. Big over. 18 runs coming from it. And after 4, it's 38 without loss.
ভাইয়া আমার ছোট ভাই আমার চেয়েও বড় ফ্যান একটু কথা বলুন প্লিজ কথা বল
আপনার অ্যাকাউন্টে এই পর্যন্ত ব্যালেন্স
একটু রিচার্জ করে আসছি
থামেন, আপনার বিকাশ অ্যাপ আছে না?
আছে তো
বিকাশ অ্যাপ থাকলে জায়গায় বসেই মোবাইল রিচার্জ করা যায়। অ্যাপ থেকে মোবাইল রিচার্জ অপশনে গিয়ে নিজের বা অন্য কারো নাম্বার সিলেক্ট করুন। এবার অ্যামাউন্ট পিন দিয়ে ট্যাপ করে ধরে রাখুন। রিচার্জ হয়ে গেল। সিম্পল। বিকাশ অ্যাপ একদম সিম্পল।
দাঁড়ান
সেলিব্রেশনে হয়তো 10 সেকেন্ড যথেষ্ট না, কিন্তু লাইফে লাইফ বয় থাকলে মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডে জীবাণুকে বলতে পারেন বাই বাই।
বাংলাদেশের 80% মানুষের আস্থায় মেরিল পেট্রোলিয়াম জেল এখন ত্বককে রাখবে আরো সুরক্ষিত।
Have a look at the last ball of the last over.
Absolute top class. The old uppercut over the keeper. Russell banging it in. Shahzad read him like a book. Just helped it over the keeper's head for a maximum wonderful result.
Not quite a ramp, it's not quite a uppercut, a mixture of the two. You call it uppercut?
Well, that's what Verinda Sehwag, the uppercut. Shakib Al Hassan, the captain. So left arm spinner, wonderful player.
Down the wicket now, that can be a little risky if you're trying to take on Shakib Al Hassan. He is a very, very cunning bowler. And he'll read you very well and adjust accordingly. That's better. I think Cameron Delport would do well to have a good look at what Shakib is getting out of the wicket, what he's capable of.
Big shot coming, wicket coming, boys.
Well, the keeper doesn't agree with you. The keeper is saying, big shot coming. Cameron Delport is 9 off 15 balls here. Left arm spinner spinning into his leg side, so he might be eyeing up a leg side boundary.
Yes, but it's been tight. But that would be silly. I mean, big shot coming, no need for that. They had a big over last one. You can just afford to play out Shakib Al Hassan, at least the first over. And if there's a ball to be hit, then put it away. Like that. Down the leg side, little bit of deviation, and immediately through that shot. Excellent shot for a 4, and that completes 5 overs. It's 42 without loss.
মুখে না বললেও আমরা জানি কিভাবে আপনি সামনে রাখেন আপনার জগৎটাকে। তাই 4500-এরও বেশি পণ্য নিয়ে আরএফএল প্লাস্টিক্স আছে আপনারই পাশে। আরএফএল প্লাস্টিক্স মেক্স লাইফ বিউটিফুল।
কেউ খাবে না, তা হবে না। মিল্কি চিজ এবং ডাবল ফান ফ্লেভারের গোল্ডমার্ক কিড অফার এবার সবাই খাবে।
KY লুম কাটিং এজ প্রযুক্তিতে তৈরি আধুনিক মানের ঢেউ অধিক টেকসই মরিচা ও আগুন থেকে সুরক্ষিত। KY লুম আস্থার জীবন পাখি।
12 টাকা রিচার্জে ফেসবুক আর ফ্রেন্ডশিপ অন সারাক্ষণ এয়ারটেল।
For Delport and the Vikings. Just help relieve a little bit of pressure in over 5. Shahzad 21 from 13, and Delport, he needed that. He was 9 from 16. Now he's 13 from 17. Another spin wizard into the attack. One more to go on the power play, of course. Slippers in. Shahzad. There's going to be an appeal for this. Oh, they're looking at it, and Narul jumps back into line. Well, if you liked it that much, review it. Don't want to waste it just yet. Settling in, a must-win game for both these sides here in match 37. Vikings and Dynamites have lost 3 on the trot after such a good start. It's done a bit, isn't it? Oh, he's out now. He is out now. Crazy. Shazar got set, now has got out utter.
Well, good change from Shakib Al Hassan, bringing on Sunil Narayan in his very first over. Nearly picked him the first delivery. Look at that. Nothing short. Just goes down the wicket and misses it completely. And the keeper does the rest. Good wicket for Dynamites. Chittagong Vikings lose their first. Shazad gone for 21. 42 for 1.
দাঁড়ান
সেলিব্রেশনে হয়তো 10 সেকেন্ড যথেষ্ট না, কিন্তু লাইফে লাইফ বয় থাকলে মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডই জীবনকে বলতে পারেন বাই বাই।
এই ফার্স্ট বয় চশমে ব্রেনের চেইন টাইট জিওমেট্রিক হিসাবে চলে ডে এন্ড নাইট বাইক হলে লাইট গ্রুপ সব অলরাইট
দুরন্ত অ্যারোডাইনামিক মুভ লাইট।
বেশিদর চ্যাম্পিয়ন বাংলা লিংকে খুশি ছড়ানোর এই উৎসব চলবেই।
বিরিয়ানি ছাড়া আর কিছুই মাথায় থাকবে না। রাঁধুনি বিরিয়ানি মশলায় রয়েছে প্রয়োজনীয় সেরা সব উপাদানের পারফেক্ট ব্লেন্ড, তাই স্বাদই হবে একমাত্র টপিক।
একবার ট্রাই করে দেখুন।
রাঁধুনি রেডি মিক্স বিরিয়ানি মশলা।
Because an LBW thought about referring, didn't, and then he goes down and does this. Bizarre. So now, by getting out, there's going to be more pressure on Delport. He's 13 from 17. He's struggled a little. He's come down a little bit too early here. And then you try and play a cross-bat stroke against Sunil Narayan. Crazy.
Yeah, was beaten the first delivery. Slapped him on the pads. Quick single taken. You mentioned about both these teams desperate to win here. Both have now lost 3 on the trot. Chittagong Vikings and Dhaka Dynamite. Dhaka Dynamite have placed at 10 points after 9 matches. Chittagong have played 1 more. And they've also got 2 more points, so they're on 12 points. Chittagong after today have only 1 match to play. Dhaka Dynamites after today have 2 matches to play in Dhaka. So they have more opportunities to pick up more points. The games they have was in Dhaka were bowled is against the Victorians, and the last match is against Khulna Titans. So they still have hope for Dhaka Dynamite, but it's also very important for Chittagong Vikings. Have a look at that points table, that they are on 12, but if they can get a really good total on the board, and if they somehow go on to manage to win it, then they'll have 14 points, which will see them through to the playoffs. After 6, 44 for 1.
এত খরচের বাজারে মানুষ একা সংসার চালায় কিভাবে? 2 হাতে করলে সহজ হতো না?
তেমনি দুজনেই যদি রোজগার করি তাহলে সংসার চালানো সহজ হয়ে যেত না। আমি কাজ শুরু করব, কাপড় সেলাই। একসাথে রোজগার করব, একসাথে সংসার চালাবো। হুইল 2 in 1, কাপড় ফ্রেশ, চিন্তাও ফ্রেশ।
রঙে শর্ট পড়লি পরে মন্টুর দোকান থেকে খোলা মরিচের গুঁড়ো কিনে আনি।
রং মেশানো এই মরিচের লাল আপনার খাবারেও ফুটছে না তো?
আর নয় খোলা মশলার ঝুঁকি, সেরা জাতের মরিচ থেকে কৃত্রিম কিছু না মিশিয়ে তৈরি হয় রাঁধুনি মরিচের গুঁড়া। নিশ্চিন্ত থাকতে আজ থেকেই রান্নায় দিন রাঁধুনি গুঁড়া মশলা। খাঁটি মান, খাঁটি স্বাদ।
White haze, so famous for in this part of the world. Confirm it's the end of the batting power play, end of the next stage. Delport up against the Dynamite's captain. This a bit of action. If you're slightly off your line, you're going to get punished, and it is such a good pitch, as we kept saying. Clive. A lot of onus now on Cameron Delport out of South Africa. And Shazad's, he got a great start, a wonderful taking to Andre Russell, and then this. And only just come on. It was a second ball from Sunil Narayan. Poor. I don't understand it. Given that you've got to start and your team do need you desperately here, big time, in this clash with the Dynamites. Ato Ali Khan just mentioning both sides off losing streak. 3 apiece, so they started off so beautifully, didn't they? Big wins, 5 for Dhaka on the trot. I think Dynamites had 4 on the trot till they went to Sylhet. But, you know, they both got off to a hiss and a roar early.
Yeah, they would have been very disappointed, especially at Chattogram. And it's so difficult for the teams when they start losing to come back and turn things around in their favor. It just gets a little bit more difficult. You want to get into a winning momentum and you want to go and continue to play that. But if you win, if you lose all of a sudden, then you find yourself in trouble and lack in confidence, and you really don't back yourself up. Mushfiqur Rahim has been very good with the bat, but not in the matches that they've lost. The scores of 6, 22, 22, and then that match against the Rajshahi King, when he scored 64 unbeaten, which they won in Dhaka, makes such a big difference. And he has to be really good and needs to come back in form with the bat. After 7, Vikings move to 48 for 1.
এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন রবি ডিজিটাল লাইফ 129 টাকা রিচার্জে 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট। রবি।
মনে হচ্ছে ম্যাডাম জামা কাপড়ের ব্যাপারে বেশ শৌখিন।
রোজই চকচকে নতুন কাপড় পরে আসে।
পারমিশনটা দিয়ে দিন, পুরো কাপড়ের দোকান এনে দেব।
আপনার কাগজপত্র ঠিক থাকলে পারমিশনটা এমনিই পেয়ে যাবেন। আর এটা নতুন কাপড় নয়, আদর্শ আর কাপড়ে আমি কখনো দাগ লাগতে দেই না।
নতুনের মতো উজ্জ্বল, বারবার ধোয়ার পরও নতুন রিন।
মা ওঠেন। আমি? হ্যাঁ।
ওই যে যায় প্রতিদিন।
বোমা পারবো তো? মিসেস নীলুফার, পারিবো না এই কথাটি বলিও না।
Nasser Ali. So we still have the left-hand, right-hand combination. And Sunil with the slip in. Good option, sensible percentage. Yeah, a lot of pressure on each dugout. Delport. Players under the pump. You think about captains, and there's the coach, Simon Helmont. He's probably feeling a little bit of the squeeze as well. The tension. And it's not all just about the players, support staff. They'll be feeling it too. Do not worry about that.
They scored only 116 for 8 in the last match. Chittagong Vikings. They lost to the Victorians by 7 wickets. They haven't had a great time with the bat. And they'll be hoping that someone like Delport go on from here on. The slow start from Delport, 17 of 24, but they've already lost Mohammad Shahzad. I would expect him to continue. 50 comes in with that single. And Narayan is bowling a really good line, I can tell you that. He's given nothing away. He's on to the stumps, on the money, right from the word go. He's just given away 4 runs, and he's about to finish his second over.
Well, we try to flick that back onto the stumps there. Sunil Narayan, his little bowling hand in the way, smarting a bit. 51 for 1 after 8 here.
মাটির 1200 ফুটের বেশি গভীর পর্যন্ত চাপ নিতে সক্ষম আনোয়ারের A1 বোরিং পাইপ, চাপের বাপ।
BPL লাইভ রবি মাই স্পোর্টস এক্সপেরিয়েন্স করুন রবি ডিজিটাল লাইফ 199 টাকা রিচার্জে 10 জিবি ইন্টারনেট, এছাড়াও মাই স্পোর্টস সহ আরো অনেক এন্টারটেইনমেন্ট। রবি।
নতুন আলোয় প্রেসটা আবার নতুন করে শুরু করব।
আপনার স্বপ্নের শুরু হোক ক্লিক এলইডি বাল্বে। উজ্জ্বল আলো, এনার্জি সেভিং, তাই বাঁচায় খরচ। ক্লিক এলইডি, আলো জ্বলবেই।
দাঁড়ান দাঁড়ান।
সেলিব্রেশনে হয়তো 10 সেকেন্ড যথেষ্ট না, কিন্তু লাইফে লাইফ বয় থাকলে মাত্র 10 সেকেন্ডে জীবাণুকে বলতে পারেন বাই বাই।
Certainly felt the pressure. They've been losing at home. Here was their last match. here in Chitters, or going back to the capital, playing on Friday. See if Robbie Freiling can make it back into the starting 11. Here's Rubel Hussain. Skiddy. And this one is whipped away. Pace on the ball. Yasser likes this.
He's looked good in the tournament. He's now picked up a couple of 50s. Missed out in the last match. And he was